Hey Fred, here's a troop count for you. So, Eastern U.S. Infantry AA, Season 101, Transport, Sub, Destroyer, Battleship, British DD in 106, a British DD in 104, a U.S. Sub in 105. In 91, we have three U.S. transports that are empty, one UK transport that is empty. We have three U.S. transports that have, there are four U.S. transports that are empty. And then there's two U.S. transports with the infantry, artillery, infantry, and tank. There's one cruiser, one battleship, two U.S. carriers with two U.S. fighters, two UK fighters, and then a UK carrier with two fighters, one UK sub. In Gibraltar, I've got four U.S. infantry, one artillery, one AA, mech and a tank, and two UK infantry. Algeria, two UK infantry. Tobruk, two Anzac, French unit in AES. Alexandria. Egypt has three infantry, a sub in 98. TJ, one infantry. 81 has two transports, one sub, one destroyer, one cruiser for UK, one destroyer for France. There's one infantry in Northwest Persia. There's a mech, tank, two fighter, and attack UK in Caucasus. And they're in London. I have one damage on the factory, 6 damage on the air base. That's maxed. I'll have to get that fixed. Infantry wise, I have 6. 5. I have 11, 12, 13, 14, it looks like 15 UK infantry, one mech, 2 artillery, and 5 AA, 2 fighter, a strat bomber. That's all UK, and then the 2 French and the fighter. And we'll finish up the rest of this stuff. So Calcutta, I've got 10 infantry, 2 AA, Burma 1, Shan State 1, 3 infantry in Malaya still. There's infantry and a tank in Shenzhen, a mech in Shenxi, an infantry in Queichao, and then Yunnan has 3 infantry, a mech, an artillery, a tank, an AA, a fighter, and attack. Let's see, US over here has a strat bomber, a mech, 2 AA, a fighter, a sub in 10, a DD in 25. In 26, there's a transport, a destroyer, infantry, mech in Hawaii, 2 U.S. infantry in New Guinea. There's a U.S. destroyer in 55. And in Queensland for U.S. are 2 U.S. infantry, 1 artillery, 1 mech, and 2 strat bombers, and 1 tac bomber. And then in 54, I've got 3 U.S. aircraft with 5 fighters. There's 1 battleship, 2 cruisers, 2 destroyers, and 2 transports. And that's it for U.S. In China, of course, artillery, Zhaikang, 2 infantry, Shenzhen, 1 Queichao, 1 Hunan, 1 Guangxi, 1 Kiangsi, and there's 3 3 infantry, an artillery, and a fighter in Yunnan. Anzac has the 2 infantry in Tobruk, the infantry fighter in Malaya, 2 infantry in Java. There's 1 infantry in South Australia, 1 in New South Wales, an infantry, 1 mech, 1 artillery, 2 AA, and 3 fighter in Queensland. There's a sub, a transport in 62, a sub and a destroyer in 54. And I think that concludes everything. So, except for Russia, I need to remove 1 more infantry out of there. So there should be, looks like 13 infantry, 9 artillery, 4 mech, 10 tank, and 3 AA. I think you got the rest of Russia, so pretty straightforward. I'll load it. Sorry, it's all fragmented, but that's the way it is.